It's a reaction video on travel in
Station where we need to be. It was just so hot in the train. We're waiting and waiting and waiting. But we're finally here. This is the train station in Derbent. It's a nice museum. Train museum. Cool. The ceilings in here are kind of cool. This is the train station. Nice little train station in a little city. They've even got the whole side of the third class train here. So this is the top bunk, and then down here, that table folds down into the bed, and you're good to go. One of the trickiest things about third class is getting up. So basically, all you have is this little step, and it's kind of a little gymnastics act every time trying to get up.
So now we are walking towards a restaurant where we can eat, and then we can explore the city. We are in the park, small little park right in the center.
This is, I don't know what you would call it in English, Freedom Park, I think, Liberty Park. Anyway, up on the hill is a very famous castle. We might make it up there if we have the energy to do it. We're pretty tired. I didn't sleep very much, and Eva didn't sleep at all, I don't think.
I will sleep here in the park. But this castle is very old, so in this area there is Caucasian mountains. Caucasus. And from the other side, Caspian Sea. So there's only like 3 kilometers like flat road where in ancient time people were able to cross. So they built this castle to protect this area from the people from the north, from the north. And yeah, it's very old and very famous. And maybe we will go there if we will have time and our energy.
Yeah, maybe it's probably a fort or fortress, I guess. We're going back to the train station, and there's just this big arch. It's on Putin Street, actually. It's a little bit narrow. No sidewalk. It is what it is, I guess. The gates of Dubari Kapi. It's actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Cool. This is what the train station looks like from the outside. We're back. We didn't have time to go to the castle this time. We got some food into us. We're all quite tired. And the castle is way bigger than I expected. So I think it would have taken us to quite a bit of time to walk around there. So maybe some other day we'll be back here in Derbent. Never know. A couple of funny things. When we were crossing the border, the passport officer, what do you call them? Immigration officer, I guess. The Russian immigration officer, he checked Russian passport, I guess Eva's and then Evita's. Then he saw the Canadian passport on the table, and he was like, in this very serious voice, like, "Who's a Canadian citizen?" And I was like, "I am." And then he's like, "Cool," something like that. And anyway, later on, he said, "So you want to become a Russian citizen, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, that would be cool." And he was like, "Weird that it's not the other way around, like that Eva doesn't want to become a Canadian, but she does." So I was like, "Yeah, to everything in its own time. You know, we'll spend some time here and then spend some time there." So, and then another funny thing was when we got to the train station, we went in to buy tickets to the next train. It's an electric train, they call it Elektrichka. And they told us that you don't need tickets, that you can't buy tickets in advance, just buy the tickets on the train. And we're like, what if there's no, what if there are no seats? And they're like, there will be seats, there are lots of seats. So we were sitting there planning like, what? This is probably the cheapest type of train. It's an Elektrichka, or an electric train. And you can walk through to the other cars. It's really cheap. I just saw a sign that in this region in Dagestan